Minecraft horror mods suck, and that's why I'm trying to make it my mission to make them better. But first, hi, I'm the.krafted.kreep, your favorite Minecraft mob-themed YouTuber, and I've spent what is now like 2 years making my horror mod, Minecraft's first ever DC horror-inspired project, Gotham.jar. What started off as a passion project has slowly turned into a long-term goal of making one of the best horror mods on the internet. But as I got further and further down the rabbit hole, I realized that there's literally no originality in any of the projects available, at least execution-wise. However, before we get into that, if you made it this far into the video, I want to thank you so much for the support. If you like my content and want to see more, consider subscribing. It's free, and you'll never miss any of my videos. Where was I? Oh yeah, Minecraft horror typically falls into one of two categories. A, scary thing spawns and kills you. Or B, super long wait, and then something scary spawns and kills you. And as I've been working on my project, I realized Gotham.jar falls into the latter. And this isn't just me. If you look up Minecraft horror on YouTube right now, you'll find tons of videos going over mods that all pretty much have the same premise of beta Minecraft, technological possession, and the previous player getting stuck in the world to haunt the current downloader. And on the other side of the spectrum, we have Dweller Slop. And to be honest, my mod kind of falls into that too. So, before we get into what I did for this next update, let's go over some of the pros and cons of the mod types and some other stuff. Minecraft has had its roots in internet or analog horror since its inception, but the recent focus on the beta Minecraft aspect or theme has heavily taken root as of recent times. And we can track this back to one specific mod, the broken script. The broken script dropped during a turning point on YouTube. The fall off of Minecraft horror was starting. Dweller Slop was getting to a point and it looked like it was over. Minecraft horror mods were becoming YouTube Kids Slop. Until the broken script dropped, reinventing the wheel by simply adding the one thing those Dweller mods missed: ambiance and lore. Ambiance is one of the most important aspects to any artistic project, not just horror. But for horror specifically, you're most scared when there's not a monster in front of you, but the atmosphere is kind of like the monster. The most recent mod to really emphasize on this was Wonderland.jar, at least to my knowledge, using the beta Minecraft aesthetic to create very creepy liminal environments that seem out of dreams or memories. And it has a very cool story too. The lore of any project is important to its identity, but in the vast oceans of the internet, how original can you get when there are literally endless oceans of the same idea? This is where Wonderland.jar falls short for me. The story, while creepy, has the basic idea of literally any other ARG on YouTube. Group of friends, Minecraft server, demonic sighting, everybody dies and gets trapped in the game. It's a continually used trope in the Minecraft horror community, and I don't blame them, because there is one last plus to this. Arguably, the scariest games or movies you can experience is when you see yourself in the shoes of the protagonist, often meaning there is none. Take Five Nights at Freddy's, for example. FNAF, while not super scary now, the basic premise was terrifying. Go take a job with little to no information about it, and get told, "Oh yeah, the animatronics get a little funky at night." Like, what? No thank you, I do not want to die. And yes, I know we eventually learned the night guard had a name, but still. Or, a better example, the Backrooms. Every Backrooms game and mod is creepy because the protagonist is you. Horror is best suited when the identity is tied to the player or viewer. I would also say this doesn't just apply to retro Minecraft mods. Dwellers were originally scary and carried on for so long because they were like cryptids, and a lot of them were inspired by real-life cryptids. The encounters were random and could be passed off as... oh, that was a weird sound. But as it went on, the sounds got louder, more obnoxious, and the timing was terrible. Not to mention all of the copied code. Okay, So, beta horror has great environments, ambiance, and allure, while dwellers have good random reasoning for the player to be in that circumstance. So, how can that be a... Batman's a weird character to put in a project like this, and what I mean by that is that we often only see Batman from his perspective. He punishes criminals without taking their life, and is willing to do it as many times as possible as long as they're willing to keep committing crimes. Keep committing, and he keeps hunting. The viewer sees Batman's actions as just and unscary. But let's be honest, if you saw a 6'4" dude standing in the dark, the only other time we've actually seen Batman be a horror character was in this one good scene from the Snyderverse. So how can we find a way to take what we've established and be original? Well, that one's easy. Make the player the criminal. Well, wait. Duh! I already thought about that. That's what the whole premise was when I started this all. While it is true that that's what I was thinking, it didn't translate very well. That's why I made the Minecraft map. By the way, please go play the Minecraft map. It just got updated. Because Batman is an urban vigilante, I came to the first threshold of the problem.
Who wants to fight Batman in the forest? It's weird. It's not the goat man.
And secondly, why would he be stalking the player? Last update, I heavily emphasized on the mechanics of the entity, not realizing developer brain isn't good for the experience. So, for this update, I've decided to take a play out of the book from a mod I like called The Idol. On the first night of The Idol, a radio event warning the player of an anomaly plays with an overscreen animation. For Gotham.jar, a mod inspired by a literal Batman analog horror, I've decided to do something similar. Now when you play the game, the first night comes and a radio event hosted by Jack Ryder, a pretty important newsman in the large DC universe, as well as the map of Gotham.jar, will play. This audio will serve as the catcher-upper to those of you who played the map and allow new players to have a reason to be chased by Batman, and know what happened off-screen. As for why you're still in the woods, until I make a Gotham City Generation mod, we'll just pretend you're in the Bristol County woods or something. Okay, now we can get onto the technical stuff. Also, I'd recommend to go watch my previous video if you guys want more in-depth showcase of how the mod works, as everything I'm about to say is an extension of that. Last vid, I talked about how this guy, Vengeance Ariel, was super funky. He is still funky. Leave him alone. The twins. These guys work in tandem with each other. Vengeance and Vengeance Stock now both have what I like to call the Dweller basics. They can now walk, run, chase, break glass, crawl through one-block spaces, and of course, open doors and gates. Because why not? Gotta give those opposable thumbs a purpose. One other major thing for Vengeance Stock, now when he's following you, if you don't notice him for a long time, which you're not supposed to, I made him spawn farther away, he will get behind you, touch you, not like that, and then do the silent takedown before turning into his violent brother and giving chase like a crack addict on morphine. Good luck. Last thing for them are just hitbox changes, making them do less damage, increasing their decision timers, a bunch of other boring jargon that I won't tell you guys about. Next entity. The entity that I want to talk about last is the Knight. Last update, I thought he was perfect. But no, he's not supposed to spawn during the day. His animations got funky, and he keeps turning south! Needless to say, that has all been fixed along with other technical jargon. And that's it for this update. I know. It feels even smaller than last time. But the next update is bringing many good and awesome things, including new models, sounds, textures, and encounters to the game. If you want to see more and be a part of my Make Horror Mods Better initiative, consider subscribing. Join the Discord and stay tuned. Every one of my projects takes a considerable amount of time, and it's all for you guys. None of this would be possible without the undying support of my currently 72 subscribers! Let's go! And many more to come. So thank you so much. Please come back. And I'll see you next time.